Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fleet Command as we continue with the reference materials. Today we'll be finishing off Russia by going through their aircraft, starting with the Su-33 Flanker D. Publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft, Section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military, Country Russia. Title Su-33, NATO Reporting Name Flanker D. Type Single Seat Short Ship-Based Air Defense Fighter with Anti-Ship Capability. Specifications: Power Plant 2 SAL-31F turbofans, each 122.6 kilonewtons or 27,557 pounds thrust, with afterburning. Length 69 feet 6 inches, height 19 feet 4.25 inches, wingspan 48 feet 2.75 inches, max speed at sea level Mach 1.44, takeoff run 395 feet on a carrier with a 14-degree ramp, design G limits A+, max range 1,620 nautical miles, accommodation pilot only. Armament and electronics: weapons, 130mm GSH-301 gun with 150 rounds. Air-to-air missiles up to 10, typically R-27R, NATO A-10A LMO-A, R-27T, NATO A-10B LMO-B, R-27ER, AA-10C LMO-C, R-27ET, AA-10D LMO-D, and either R-73A, NATO AA-11 Archer, or R-60, NATO AA-8 AFID Close Range Infrared Missiles, R-33, NATO AA-9 AMOS missiles, optional in place of AA-10s, KH-31, AS-17 Krypton air-to-surface missiles, flight nav system specialized for use over sea. Here we can see a picture of one flying over the sea. And here is the 3D model. Su-25 Frogfoot. Publication Jane's Aircraft Upgrade, Section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military, Country Russia. Title Su-25, NATO Reporting Name Frogfoot. Type Single Seat Close Support Aircraft and 2-seat trainer. Specifications: Power Plant 2 R-195 turbojets, each 44.18 kilonewtons or 9,921 pounds thrust. Length 50 feet 11.5 inches, height 15 feet 9 inches, wingspan 47 feet 1.5 inches, max takeoff weight 32,187 pounds to 38,800 pounds, max wing load 107 pounds per square foot, max level speed Mach 0.8, sea level, service ceiling 22,965 feet, takeoff run 3,935 feet with max load, landing run 1,312 feet with brake chute, maximum endurance 675 nautical miles. Armament: weapons include one twin-barrel AO-17A 30mm gun with firing at 3,000 rounds per minute, one 23mm GSH-23 gun with twin barrels firing at 260 rounds, UB-32A rocket pods, B-8M1 rocket pods, 240mm S-24 and 330mm S-25 guided rockets, air-to-surface missiles, KH-23 NATO designation AS-7 Carry, KH-25 NATO designation AS-10 Karen, and KH-29 NATO designation AS-14 Kedge. Air-to-air self-defense missiles: R-35 NATO alternate designation K-13P NATO designation AA-2D Atoll, or R-60 NATO designation AA-8 AFID. Bombs include laser-guided rocket-boosted bombs in the 350 kilogram class, 490 kilogram class, and 670 kilogram bombs. 500 kilogram incendiary, anti-personnel, and chemical cluster bombs. Here we can see a picture of one in quite the camel scheme, and the 3D model. Su-24 Fencer. Publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft, Section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military, Country Iran, Libya, Russia. Title Su-24, NATO Reporting Name Fencer. Type 2-seat variable geometry battlefield bomber, reconnaissance and electronic warfare aircraft. Specifications: Power Plant 2 Saturn Lyolka AL-21F-3A turbojets, each 75 kilonewtons or 16,865 pounds force drive, and 109.8 kilonewtons or 24,690 pounds force with afterburning. Length 74 feet 4.5 inches, height 19 feet 5 inches, wingspan 57 feet 10.5 inches, max takeoff weight 87,235 pounds, max wing load 158.84 pounds per square foot, max level speed Mach 1.35, Service ceiling 57,400 feet. Takeoff run 4,265 feet. Landing run 3,120 feet. G limit plus 6.5. Combat radius 550 nautical miles with 5,500 pounds of weapons. Armament electronics weapons Su-24M. Guided unguided air-to-surface weapons including TN-1000 and TN-1200 nuclear weapons. Up to 4 TV or laser-guided bombs. Missiles such as KH-25ML or AS-10 Karen. KH-58, AS-11 Kilter, KH-25MP, AS-12 Kegler, rockets of 57mm to 330mm caliber, bombs, typically 38 100kg Fab 100 bombs, 23mm gun pods or external fuel tanks, 1 GSH-623M 6-barrel 23mm Gatling type, bearing for recording camera. Radar, Navitac, 2 superimposed radar scanners in nose, mission laser ranger designator under front fuselage, self-defense, SPO-15 radar warning receivers, LO-82 Mark UL missile warning receivers, and Garand F active jamming system. Here we can see a picture of one. Looks like it's either landing or taking off, likely landing. And the 3D model. Tu-142 Bear F and J, publication Jane's Fighting Ships, section Land-Based Maritime Aircraft, country India and Russia, titled Tu-142 Bear F-J, role multi-mission long-range aircraft ASW and communications for Bear F, AEW and airborne early warning and electronic warfare and maritime reconnaissance for the Bear J. Specifications: operational speed 500 knots, service ceiling 60,000 feet, range 6,775 nautical miles, armament and electronics, weapons, ASW, various torpedoes, depth bombs, and or mines for the F variant, self-defense, 223mm or more cannon in some. Sensors, wet-eye search radar, ECM, search radar, sonar buoys, ECM, and MAD in the F, and ELINT systems in the J. Here we can see a very classic photograph of a bear in flight. And here is the 3D model. Tu-22M Backfire, publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft section, aircraft fixed wing military, country Iran and Russia. Title Tu-22M, NATO reporting name Backfire, type twin engine variable geometry medium bomber, maritime reconnaissance attack aircraft, and electronic warfare aircraft. Specifications: power plant 2 NK25 turbofans, each 245.2 kilonewtons or 55,115 pounds thrust with afterburning. Length 139 feet 3.75 inches, height 36 feet 3 inches, wingspan 112 feet 5.75 inches fully spread, 76 feet 5.5 inches fully swept. Max takeoff weight 273,370 pounds. Max wing load 705.4 kilograms per meter squared. At 20 degrees sweep, 138.34 pounds per square foot. At 65 degrees sweep, 144.45 pounds per square foot. Max level speed, Mach 1.88 at high altitude. Service ceiling, 43,635 feet. Takeoff run, 6,560 feet to 6,890 feet. Landing run, 3,940 feet to 4,265 feet. Combat radius, 1,188 nautical miles, unrefueled, subsonic. Armament electronics, weapons, ASV, 12 tons of iron bombs or standoff missiles, including Kitchen. Self-defense, 2 23mm cannons. Sensors, downbeat, search, and fantail attack radars, and electronic warfare. Here we can see a picture of one taking off. And here is the 3D model. Su-27 Flanker B, publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft section, aircraft fixed-wing military, country China, Iran, and Russia. Title Su-27, NATO reporting name Flanker, type single-seat all-weather air superiority fighter and single two-seat ground attack aircraft, two-seat combat trainer. Specifications: power plant 2 Saturn Lyulka AL-31F turbofans, each 122.6 kilonewtons or 27,557 pounds thrust with afterburning. Length 71 feet 11.5 inches, height 19 feet 5.5 inches, wingspan 48 feet 2.75 inches, max takeoff weight 72,750 pounds, max wing load 100.75 pounds per square foot, max speed Mach 2.35, service ceiling 59,055 feet, takeoff run 1,475 feet, landing run 2,035 feet. Design G limits +9, combat radius 810 nautical miles, max range 1,985 nautical miles, accommodations pilot only. Armament, weapons 130mm GSH-301 gun with 150 rounds, air-to-air missiles up to 10, typically R-27R, NATO designation AA-10A Alamo A, R-27T, AA-10B Alamo B, R-27ER, AA-10C Alamo C, R-27ET, AA-10D Alamo D, either R-73A, AA-11 Archer, or R-60, AA-8 Aphid close-range infrared missiles. R-33, AA-9 Amos missiles optional in place of AA-10s. Here we can see a picture of one on the ground. And here is the 3D model. MiG-25 Foxbat, publication Jane's Aircraft Upgrades, section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military Country, Russia and Libya, title MiG-25, NATO reporting name Foxbat, type single-seat interceptor, reconnaissance aircraft, and two-seat conversion trainer. Specifications, power plant, 2 Soyuz Tumansky R-15BD 300 single-shaft turbojets, each rated at 110 kilonewtons or 24,700 pounds thrust with afterburning. Length 78 feet 1.75 inches, height 20 feet 0.25 inches, wingspan 45 feet 11.75 inches, max takeoff weight 80,950 pounds, max wing load 122.5 pounds per square foot, max level speed 1,620 knots, service ceiling 67,900 feet, takeoff run 4,100 feet, landing run 2,625 feet with brake chute. G limit supersonic plus 4.5, max endurance 2 hours 5 minutes. Armament electronics, missiles, air-to-air missiles, and 4 underwing attachments, 1 R-40 and 2 R-60s under each wing, or 1 R-23 K-23 NATO AA-7 Apex and 2 R-73A NATO AA-11 Archer or R-60T NATO AA-8 Aphid under each wing. Excuse me. Radar, fire control, Sapphire 25 fire control radar nose, search range 54 nautical miles, tracking range 40 nautical miles IFF, SRZ-02 NATO odd rods. Here we can see one Soviet MiG in very nice camouflage scheme actually. And here is the 3D model. MiG-31 Foxhound, publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft, section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military Country, Iran, Russia, title MiG-31, NATO reporting name Foxhound, type 2-seat twin-engine strategic interceptor. Specifications, power plant 2 D30 F6 turbofans, each 93.1 kilonewtons or 20,930 pounds force dry, 151.9 kilonewtons or 34,170 pounds force with afterburning. Length 74 feet 5.25 inches, height 20 feet 2.25 inches, wingspan 44 feet 2 inches, max takeoff weight 90,390 pounds, max wing load 153.61 pounds per square foot, max level speed 1,620 knots at 57,400 feet. Service ceiling 67,600 feet, takeoff run 3,940 feet, landing run 2,625 feet, G limit +5, max endurance 3 hours 36 minutes with underwing tanks. Armament, missiles, air-to-air weapons including 4 R-33 NATO AA-9 Amos, 2 R-40Ts NATO AA-6 Akrid, 4 infrared R-60s or K-60s AA-8 Aphid, guns GSH-623 6-barrel Gatling type 23mm gun with 260 rounds. Here we can see one on the ground. And here is the 3D model. IL-38 May, publication Jane's All the World's Aircraft, section Aircraft Fixed Wing Military Country, India, Russia. Title Aleutian IL-38, NATO reporting name May. Type intermediate range shore-based 4 turboprop maritime patrol aircraft. Specifications: power plant for ZMKB Progress Evenco AL-20M turboprops, each 3,126 kilowatts or 1,190 horsepower, with AV68i 4-blade reversible pitch metal propellers. Length 131 feet 10 inches. Max takeoff weight 145,503 pounds. Max wing load 96.55 pounds per square foot. Max level speed 390 knots at 21,000 feet. Service ceiling 36,090 feet. Takeoff run 4,265 feet. Landing run 2,790 feet. Max range 4,047 nautical miles. Armament and electronics. Armament: 2 weapon stores bays forward and aft a wing with attack weapons and sonobuoys, radar, search, wet-eye, flight, automatic navigation equipment, radio compasses, and radio altimeter, probably similar to those of IL-18. Mission: Mad Tail Sting. Here we can see one in flight. Notice the surface search radar that's bulging out of the front of the aircraft there. And here is the 3D model, where you can see the Mad Tail Stinger there. And finally, we have the Ka-27 and Ka-31 Helix. Publication: Jane's Fighting Ships, Section Shipborne Aircraft, Country Russia. Title: Ka-27 Helix A, Ka-31 Helix RLD Radio Control. Role: ASW helicopter for the Ka-27 and airborne early warning conversions for the Ka-31. Specifications: operational speed 135 knots for the Ka-27, 119 knots for the Ka-31. Service ceiling 19,685 feet for the Ka-27, 11,480 feet for the Ka-31. Range 432 nautical miles for the Ka-27, 162 nautical miles for the Ka-31. Armament electronics: weapons: Ka-27, as the Ka-31 is unarmed. ASW: 2 to 3 torpedoes, depth bombs, or mines. Assault type: 2 UV-57 rocket pods, each carrying 32 rockets. Sensors: splash drop, search radar, tipping sonar, sonobuoys, MAD, ECM for the Ka-27, and surveillance radar and data links for the Ka-31. Here we can see a picture of one on the ground. Note the unique contra-rotating rotor system there. And the 3D model. And that is all I have today. Next time we'll do Taiwan and then get into the rest of the big dogs. But until then, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for next time and stay safe out there. And we'll see you then.